Hey everyone, today I want to talk about something really serious and, pretty intense. So, you know how Thailand recently cut off power to certain areas in Myanmar? Yeah, this wasn't just some random decision.
It's all tied to these scam operations that have been running rampant, especially in border towns like Myawaddy and Tachilek. It's a huge issue that we need to address because scams like these aren't just financial crimes, they ruin lives.
So, let's dive into what's happening. These scam networks in Myanmar are, super organized, and they target people in really deceptive ways. We're talking about romantic scams, investment fraud, illegal gambling, you name it.
People get lured in with promises that seem too good to be true. And honestly, they usually are.
It's heartbreaking to think about how individuals are recruited under false pretenses, often ending up trapped in what we can only describe as virtual slavery. It's hard to wrap your head around how this affects real lives. Imagine being pulled into something like that, feeling utterly helpless. It's like you start off thinking you're making a connection or a smart investment, and then bam, you're stuck.
The emotional toll is huge, and it's something we have to talk about more. Now, let's get into how the Thai government is responding to this crisis. Recently, there was a meeting with Thailand's National Security Council where they decided to cut off utilities to areas linked to these scams. This is a big move, and it has financial implications too.
Thailand is losing revenue from electricity supply, but they're also trying to damage these scam operations, which is a necessary but tough decision. Then, we have to think about the regional implications.
Myanmar, Cambodia, and Laos have become hotspots for these online scams, and Thailand is, a transit point for many victims. It's a complicated web of exploitation that goes beyond borders.
On a more hopeful note, there's been some international cooperation happening. Thai officials recently met with their Chinese counterparts to address these scams. I mean, it's a step in the right direction, right? It shows that there's a recognition that this is a global issue that needs to be tackled collectively. Now, let's talk about the legal framework.
Recently, Thailand has introduced new laws aimed at combating scams. Banks and telecom companies are now held responsible for compensating victims, which is a pretty significant change. It's about time, honestly. We need stronger measures to protect people from these networks. So, what's the takeaway here? It's crucial for all of us to be aware and vigilant against scams. We need to educate ourselves and each other about these dangers.
If you see something that looks too good to be true, it probably is. And for those who have fallen victim to these scams, we need to support them and advocate for stronger protections.
I know this is a heavy topic, but I want to end on a positive note. Even in the midst of all this chaos, there's a growing awareness about these issues. More people are starting to speak out, and that's something to be grateful for.
It means we're not just accepting this as the status quo, we're pushing back. So if you found this video helpful or insightful, please comment, and subscribe. Let's keep this conversation going.
Share your thoughts, experiences, or any actions you've taken to combat scams. Together, we can make a difference. Thanks for listening, and take care of yourselves, okay?